So here's the thing, right? So, okay, she's talking about dudes capping on Hinge, lying about their heights on dating apps. I want you guys to look closely, though. So this is on TikTok, right? Look at her face. That's a full face of makeup and a filter. So
It's like what she was saying.
Catfishing.
I'm sure she's an attractive woman without all that, and we obviously don't have her dating app profiles. Maybe all her photos on the dating app are no makeup, no filter. Although from my experience being on the dating apps, it's typically not the exception. It's the rule that most of the photos on there, most women are using filters and makeup, full face of makeup. Not full face, but... And so to me, it's just kind of interesting because you often hear complaints from women saying, guys are lying about their height, guys are lying about their height. Yet, these very same women, Exhibit A, are misrepresenting their facial features, their physical appearance, they're using filters, they're photoshopping, they're fucking all this shit. And it's just like, so I'm thinking, listen, just for equality or whatever the fuck, I think dudes should start lying about their age on dating apps.
Their age?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I'm like, I know you.
My bad.
I was like, no,
I got
no.
Tara. Sorry, guys should
I don't
start
like that
lying
take.
about their height. Sorry, Tara's little thing about the age thing threw me off there. I got my wires crossed. Yeah, I think dudes should start lying about their height on dating apps.
Or we just all start being more real on dating apps.
You think makeup is a lie?
Makeup is 100% a lie.
No.
I mean,
I get filters, but makeup's a stretch.
I feel like if you wear a full face of makeup every day, what's the problem with putting pictures on your dating app where you're wearing makeup? That's how you present yourself every day. The filters and Photoshop's different.
I'm sorry, but if a man cannot tell that I don't naturally have golden shimmery eyelids and red lipstick,
Yes.
I feel like that's his issue, not mine.
But I really do like her point, though. Like, if a girl is like, yeah, besides the filters and the editing and stuff, makeup, if that's how she presents herself every single day in and day out, how is that not the woman that he's getting? It'll be different if this girl is dressed like a bum 360 days a year, and like 5 days she puts on the makeup, and those are 5 days she has a picture on her profiles.
Yeah.
That'd be a little different, but that's her day-to-day look. That's her
how you
day-to-day
look.
look.
That's how you look.
How can you tell her nobody else? How can you tell her she don't look like that?
Well, I mean,
And also, makeup helps enhance things that are. It depends also what kind of makeup. Are we talking like full like drag queen beat, or like there's difference in between makeups that can change your features? Not all makeup completely changes your features. Sometimes it just makes whatever lighting from a photo that would mess up your features back to normal.
I can ask you a question. So you've never in your life seen a girl completely different without makeup? I have. I used to do makeup.
That's why I said there's a
Yeah,
difference between like
'cause-
the drag queen, like, you know, layers of makeup versus like the more natural.
I understand where he's coming from because I wear makeup, but I do think that it is kind of like, because a lot of girls don't look the same without it. And if you can't live in your natural self and you're sitting out here judging people for their height and things like that, you're not even living in your natural beauty. And not just you guys, and just in general. So I understand exactly where he's coming from with that.
And I get that too, but then also a rebuttal to that is those girls who are doing the full beat down, like the kind of drag queeny makeup, are probably going to attract men who like that, who like women who do that. The men who like natural women aren't going to go for the ones who are wearing that drag queen beat. And I can guarantee, like she said, if they don't know that they can't, you could usually see, you could see that that's not what they look like. You could see all that makeup on their face. It's not like, you know, you're not being bamboozled. Like,
well, I think
I
you underestimate how naive some men can be in terms of the ways in which women will enhance their appearance through makeup and filters and these sorts of things. Let me come back to what you said, then I'll address what you said, but can you scoot your microphone to your right? There you go. Perfect. That's good. So you said, can you remind me what you said?
Yeah, I said that I feel like if you normally wear a full face of makeup every day, not every day, but most of the time, then I don't see the problem with making those your pictures.
Okay, so my response to that would be, well, do those same women wear the makeup to sleep, to bed?
No, but when, like,
Okay,
they're wearing them when they're around people.
But within the context of a romantic relationship,
Okay.
at some point, you guys are going to spend the night. You're going to see your girl without makeup. So it is a bit of a mirage in a sort of way. And the other thing I would add to that too is, why are people attracted to physical beauty? What's one
It's a deep
reason why?
question.
I know it's a bit nuanced.
yeah.
Because it's a good indicator for health
Well,
and fertility.
yes,
One
but
answer.
but for
Say
example,
it just
one
catches your eye.
for example, if you had the choice to have children with someone who is very attractive and children with someone who was not attractive, you would want to pair with someone who's physically attractive
Right.
so that your children are physically attractive, because we know physical attractiveness gives you certain benefits and privileges throughout your life.
Well, my thing with that is that makeup only covers up so much. I mean, if you like, I don't know. I feel like someone who's pretty and wears just some makeup to enhance it. I mean, you can still probably tell that they're a naturally pretty person.
I mean,
no, or
I mean, I don't know if you've seen some of these
That's
before and
not
after.
true.
I don't know if you've seen some before and after photos, but
But it's
Okay,
like
I can see that.
you're saying. I get what the point you said earlier about I'm not recognizing how like naive some men could be to like makeup. Like honestly, I can. Maybe a few percent wouldn't agree, but almost everyone's makeup here in this room, if we were to take it off, we would all look damn near the same. The men mostly would not be able to tell a difference. I'm not going to do it, so don't fucking ask me. But the thing is like,
I
You should
got-
have said that.
I said, don't fucking ask me.
I got some
You think I do my
Neutrogena.
makeup for 30 minutes to be
make-
here to wear it for an hour and take it off?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
out of your
dead.
damn mind. Anyways, back to my point. Yes, men could be naive, but most men can see when you're wearing that much makeup. Like if you're wearing makeup to transform your face, unless you are freaking Ariel or the Kardashians makeup artist, you're gonna see that powder on their face, especially when you meet them in person. You're gonna see the layers. It becomes to a point where it looks wrong. They call it birthday makeup. You know, that's what the thing is, birthday makeup. Like, I get it, I get your point, but a little bit of makeup, come on, like.
Someone wrote this in the comments, so I can't take credit for it, but they asked a fair question, which was if you don't think makeup significantly enhances your attractiveness, then why wear it?
I didn't say that. I said it does enhance yourself. I said it enhances my natural features, which is why I do it, because it makes me feel better about myself,
But-
more put together. When I look in the mirror, I look like, okay, like I look like I'm about to start my day. I look a little bit more awake, not like I look like a completely different person. That's
But
not what I'm
okay,
saying.
if makeup didn't have any sort of benefit to your appearance, women just wouldn't
Did
wear
I not
it.
say? Are you guys skipping
No,
past
but
the word enhance?
but you're saying
your
like,
features?
but
like,
but in terms of selecting a partner, both men and women look to physical attractiveness to determine like, oh, I want to meet this person. So you are essentially misrepresenting your actual appearance, or if you want to use enhancing,
That's-
you
go
you
ahead.
are to a degree. That's not what you actually look like.
But my overall point, like how you said how men could be so naive to makeup, like not just me, majority of us here would look, most men, they could be like, oh, maybe she looks a little bit tired or she looks a little bit less flushed in the cheeks. They're not going to notice a vast difference. I'm telling you this because of how often it happens to me from men telling me, oh, I didn't even know you were wearing makeup now, or that you were making this time. Unless I'm wearing sparkly shit on my eyes and a red lip, they usually can't tell.
See, but look, the difference from you and other women is you might look pretty without makeup. There's a dozen other women that we've seen that hasn't. And like you said, you've been with women. I've been with women before, and they take their makeup off and look completely different. I have concealer on, so I'm fine with taking my makeup off. But there's a lot of girls who don't look the same. So I understand exactly why men want women to live in their natural beauty, because they love themselves and look at themselves that way. Whether you want to believe it or not, I know dozens of women who wear makeup and are insecure as hell.
Not,
So
yeah, I mean,
so the
everyone
point of
is
like makeup, it
insecure
does enhance
everywhere.
beauty, and it does make a lot of girls more prettier, and some girls don't even look good without it.
That's
Now,
my
just, like,
overarching
facts.
point, though, is like those women who don't look pretty without the makeup. One, either aren't gonna look still pretty with the makeup, or they're doing a shit ton of makeup to look good. So the guys who don't like natural women aren't gonna go after them. Is my overall point. Is that
Well, okay, we can. I mean,
leave those beat down faces for the men who like the beat down faces, and the natural beauties for the men who like the natural beauties.
Sure.
That's all.
Okay, well, I mean, we could probably go back and forth on the makeup thing for a little bit. But the other point I was going to make is, and I think this is, me personally, I think the makeup example is similar to the height lying thing, but I can take it a step further. I think a bigger faux pas is using filters on a dating app. So, I mean, I pulled up Facebook dating right now, and I'm looking, I mean, like,
That's a thing.
first photo, filter, you can't even see her nose, basically. Makeup, let me see. Oh, I'm not going to show that one. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I should be showing these. Okay, well, for the age range on this
Yeah, I
is
was gonna
fucking
say.
tough.
Oh shit.
Okay, I mean, filter, right?
Yeah, I feel like using filtered photos on a dating profile is probably equivalent to lying about your height, you know, because
I agree.
It's and like that's not just like
It's
you
just
could.
a
I'll agree
I
with
just
that.
would probably say it's just it's like impractical for whoever's doing it because you're gonna see them in person. But I could totally see how like a guy who is like really charming, great personality, but is like trying to meet someone on a dating app wants to like lie about his height, because if that like makes a difference to a girl like going to see if going on a first date with him or not, and then he, you know, woos her over with his like humor, but like he wouldn't have gotten the chance to like show her his personality beforehand. Like that makes sense.
Carson, can you hit the on the sources tab in StreamYard hit the eyeball for it's StreamYard, just the eye. StreamYard. Nope, that's SL alerts. StreamYard one down. Yeah.
I'm literally not saying shit to Tara at all. Like, how am I trying to run her over? Like,
What?
Oh my God, they can't let it go from that last podcast. Like, let it fucking go.
So
Move forward with your life.
when it comes to using the filters on the dating apps, I would honestly say, of the girls I see on Hinge, Facebook dating, whatever, like 50% or more are using filters on their photos. I mean, and their first photo too. I mean, and that's like, okay, that's the hook, right? So it's pretty disingenuous, I think, to lie about your physical appearance, which I mean, both men and women care about pretty substantially, but men typically are not lying about their facial. Men
I know
don't
a
really
lot of
wear
men who
makeup.
use filters too.
I agree with the filter.
There are men that wear filters.
Facetune, face app stuff. I think that's out.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
talk
ask?
about it all the
Snapchat
time.
filters that morph your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Like that's just
I don't even
not-
use them on regular.
But
social
makeup
media.
cannot physically make your nose small. It cannot make your lips
And
huge.
for
It
certain
cannot
angles,
make, you know,
yes, but-
like filters. Filters physically will make your lips bigger. Filters will make your eyes bigger. They'll like literally change you.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's all I had to say.
You definitely
Oh.
lost your point with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, filters are bad, but I guess what I'm just trying to say is I think guys should start lying about their height. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Then don't be mad when they come up to the date and get clowned or laughed at. That's when you can't be upset then.
Yeah.
Short king, supreme, whatever. But if you lie about your height and then show up to a date and you get clowned, can you be upset?
Can the guy
What?
clown y'all?
I
For
don't
that?
think
That's not the same
fair.
thing.
I don't
If
think
he
it's
put-
ever
if
okay
he-
for a girl to like
if he-
clown a guy. What are
okay.
you talking about?
If I think it's the same way vice versa. If a girl puts on her profile that she only weighs 110 pounds and then she shows up and he's 300 pounds, I think
that
you
it's
can do the
okay to
same thing.
laugh at her and clown her. I don't think
if-
it's ever okay to clown
If
someone.
you that is not okay. If you are hiding who you truly are to get somebody to meet you in person, they can respond anyway. You can't choose how somebody's going to respond to you lying to them. It'll be different if they were straightforward. You know what I mean? Then that's totally wrong. I'm not saying people should slide up on their stuff and insult them, or I'm not saying any of that's right. But if you lie to me, make it seem like one way and when it's another, and you show up and it's not, you can't say how I can react to that.
How would you handle if he was 6?
Okay,
he
you're-
said he was 6 foot and he came to you, he was 5'8" or 5'7". You're gonna scream at him and yell at him?
Me personally, I wouldn't. I would just be like, really, dude? Like,
So you would say something?
I would, because I'm 5'7" and I'm gonna be wearing heels probably, so I'm probably gonna be 5'9". So if you say you're 6 feet and I show up and I'm almost half a head taller than you, come on, bro, that's weird as hell. And I have on my profile, I have my height on all my profiles, so you see that I'm 5'7.5", and you still chose to lie and then show up to the date knowing you're shorter than me,
Okay, I see
and
what
didn't
you're
get no
saying.
stilts.
He was trying to get the hook. He was trying to get the hook
that's-
in the same way that women wear makeup to get the hook on the
yeah,
guy.
that is the exact same
So like,
thing.
can I say one
Anytime
thing then?
anyone
How
ever
it could
puts
be a little
makeup
different
on.
then? Maybe if he lies on his profile, right? We're talking for a minute, we're getting to meet each other, and then he wants to take me out on a date or whatever. Maybe tell me beforehand, hey, I'm sorry, it's something I'm insecure with. I did lie a little bit about my height. I hope it's not a big deal. But to completely blindside me and not say nothing until we're in person, that's crazy. I'm supposed to just skate past that? Like, I'm not looking down at you? Come on. That's
well,
insane.
just kind of going back to something you said previously, you mentioned weight.
Yes.
It is interesting that on dating apps, there's for Tinder, I'm not sure about Tinder. I haven't been on Tinder in a while. Bumble, Hinge, Facebook dating, a lot of these other dating apps, there's a dedicated height field where you can actually put in your height. Yet,
Wouldn't it be like
there's no weight
crazy
field.
if
What-
there was a weight?
Why isn't there a
thing for
weight
women?
field?
That would be.
Women should.
I think there is on some dating apps.
crazy.
No, there's not a weight
I think
field.
I remember.
There's
seeing
no
Dude, are
weight
you
fields.
kidding me? Like, there
Maybe
is
it was
no
Bumble? I
way.
don't know, I feel
There's
like I
no
remember
weight
seeing
field.
that.
Like in this America, that would like ever
That's not
happen.
gonna fly. Yeah.
Yo,
Or maybe
I-
it was her. It might
Which
have been
is
actually, it might have been
so
a lesbian one actually.
Effed
I feel
up,
like
actually,
the reason why
because
height is in like Hinge and stuff is because that you cannot like see in pictures, but like somebody's weight you would be able to see in the picture.
man.
I don't know about
I
that
mean,
one.
if they're like
That's
lying
a
and
good
using
point.
hella old pictures, but for me, that's my logical thing.
Yo, have you ever seen like the fucking the MySpace angles like fucking up here?
I think the reason why it could be
It's only showing
different,
their face.
kind
Shown
of
their
what her
face.
point is, but not exactly. I think the reason why maybe they don't include weight is like 5'5" is 5'5", 5'7" is 5'7". 130 pounds can look very different on everyone. Even if they're both 5'2" women, can carry 130 pounds so vastly differently. Whereas both 5'2" women, they're both 5'2" at the end of the day. That's not changing. So
Okay, how about your waist circumference measurement, which is actually a really good indicator of.
like you mean like,
physical
like my
health.
waist, my
BMI?
hips, and all that?
Yeah, like if you had to put your like if
Your
you're saying
measurements in?
yeah, like if you're
I feel
saying
like
like
most
that's
people
not
don't
equivalent.
Boob size?
They,
Like,
like,
what
most
if you
men,
had to
if
put
I
your,
put
like-
my if I put on my app my bust is 33, my waist is 25, my ass is 40, they're gonna look at that and have no idea what
But
that is.
also,
That is true.
you
most
and
women-
I got no idea what any of that
That's,
shit
that
means.
means stuff to women, but no. If a man said his waist is 33 inches, I'm gonna be like, okay.
But her
Levi.
point still stands is like you and I could have the same measurements, 33, 25, whatever,
different.
but look
Yeah.
exactly different. It's, you know,
For men too. That's like for men as well.
but for the
Muscle,
most part, you're
everything.
seeing what they look like from their pictures unless they're lying.
That's why I'm saying, yeah, like for the women who sometimes only have their little part of their head and they end up being like, some women can like have a smaller face and not match their body. That'd be fucked up if they showed up to the date acting like they were a little itty bitty and they were, you know, like 600-pound life.
That's
That's
embarrassing.
mean.
Word.